Alrighty, we're good.
Yeah, if you one trick that, you can literally have like the unlimited ammo for like the basic machine guns. Just never have to run out of ammo. And since you can, if the one trick can do massive amounts of potency, you can make ammo that last forever.
Yes, Pep, I know you're gonna be the Stuka.
We got the frickin' air raid sirens, baby.
Alright, so let's see, where are we right now? Right, so oh yes, we're still so you've got all your shopping done, you've got your character sheets all up to date, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let's kick this off. Where are you gonna go now?
To the totally not a boss fight elevator that goes up.
Well, it's gonna go down first, and then it's gonna go up.
I thought you said it went up.
Yeah, but it's down to the lab where you see it, and then it's up to the helipad to get out.
Okay. Stretch. Okay. Right then. Well, come on.
Misty follows right behind him.
Just flying around with a fucking artillery shell like it's no problem.
And of course, MT has wandered away.
MT.
No, he says, be right back.
Yeah.
Like, MT, damn it. Every time.
Every time we gotta go somewhere, you have to just fuck out.
It's okay. He is the baggage.
Yep, he is the turret.
Is he? Hold on. Has he actually like trained his firearms to be any good, or is we gonna have to like take cover from him now too? Alrighty, so we are now in an elevator
Yes, you are.
because this cannot possibly end badly.
I
That's actually a good question.
you
Can
know.
we all fit in the elevator?
Yes,
we
it's bigger than it looks.
Alright, so we all get into the TARDIS elevator.
Okay. Move yourselves to here.
To what? Where?
Right there.
Right here where I'm pinging. Where the square with the E is.
Oh. There's another.
It's only a short
Okay.
distance away.
Well, the way I actually didn't see that.
Right. You know what? We'll just grab MT and just move him over.
He's back. He said he was.
And I am just moving him over.
Wait, would they have to make 2 trips? Because how big is an elevator?
2 of us can fly.
It's an elevator.
I'm size 1.
Okay. It's
But
less. It's less of an elevator and more of a large platform.
oh, it's a
see.
cargo elevator then.
Doing it
Yes.
takes 2 traps, I'm sure we could just wait at the bottom.
Okay, I never got that far in Resident Evil, so I never saw what the elevator actually looked like.
I mean, technically it's big enough for like 3 people, but because this is the equestrian version, I'm gonna say it's a bit of it's like a cargo elevator.
Eagle
What's
look
round
around.
this corner?
Eagle pokes his head around the corner, keeping an eye on EF. Anything?
EFS. Yes. In the room, there is a gray pip and a red pip. And let me just get my token ready here because I need to get my token ready. I need to get my broken token.
All right. Be careful. There's one hostile and one neutral up ahead.
Okay, and let's see, what am I going to use?
It's okay. Greta will sneak, followed by loud beeping.
Alright, what am I going to use here for bad guy? I'll just search.
Batty McBad Guy. That is an amazing name.
By the way, just out of character, I completely intend that we should just book it.
Give me 1 second.
Some party members are too pure and precious to allow them to be eaten by horrible monsters.
Misty puts a plasma grenade into her underslung grenade launcher.
Envious noises.
Well, this is true, Seraph, but Eagle's wearing power armor. Anything that eats him is going to have major indigestion.
I don't know, dude, have you seen, like, Hellhound stats? Those things are, like, armor negating.
Oh, this is just beautiful.
I have the appropriate Arcane response of more Daka.
Daka, 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 daka.
Eagle just lovingly strokes his magical energy sword. Yes, more.
Literally lobbing around a fucking IED with an artillery shell.
Oh, I've got my new rifle, which won't fit in the offense tab because of terrible design decisions.
Not really. You can only have 3 ready weapons.
Yeah, but I might want to have weapons that aren't ready on the thing. Especially because one of those weapons is my unarmed weapon,
Okay.
which I can't exactly ever not have ready.
Okay, Seraph. After this session, I want you to go over to the second to last tab in the Roll20, not the sheet, but like the sidebar. You see the thing that looks like a dot list beside the setting gear?
Yes, dude, I don't know how to do macros, so that's not really helpful to me. It's fine. I'll just do it manually.
It's easy. You just gotta, it walks you through it.
Like, no, as I've tried. I can't wrap my head around it. But let's just go. I can do it manually.
I'm working with a few people where we're exploring things like video, iPhone video, you know, working with people who might have an SLR in their home.
I mean,
Okay.
literally, you just add a macro, name it, type in what you would normally type to manually roll, And then wherever you want to roll that, you go #name. That's it.
All right. Well, we can talk about this later.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you go in?
Eagle will. Is this a push door or an automatic?
It's an automatic door, but there is a
Eagle
button to open the door.
steps up and pushes the button. Is it big and red?
Is it? Yes, it is.
I wanted to push the button.
So who's going to push the button?
No, River's
Is-
saying that to Eagle.
Who's a? Where is the big red button?
Eagle looks at the button and looks at River and pulls his hook back and goes, and 1 sec, somebody. What the hell? Hello? Fuck off. Fucking telemarketers at 11 a.m. on a Saturday.
Even during the coronavirus, telemarketers are still being assholes.
Well, it's
Okay,
a
there we go.
robocall, but still.
Giggity.
I pressed the button.
Okay, the door opens. You walk in and you see laboratories with test tubes everywhere.
And Eagle steps forward slowly.
Misty, roll me willpower.
Yeah, that's gonna have to happen. Fail by
River being all-
1.
Okay.
So we just got to come up with these new ideas and new ways for us to really make it work. So I'm working with a few people where
Most of the
exploring
test
things
tubes
like,
are empty, but a couple of them have dead ponies inside. However, you could tell by looking at them that they were trying to clone you. These are dead clones of yourself.
Look, it's a good thing they're not alive, though. I don't know if Arcane can handle that.
These are considered failures because some of them are malformed.
Misty locks up.
Take another point of sanity damage. Just one.
All right, Misty is at half sanity now. Exactly half.
Jeez, how'd she tank
Also,
sanity so
um,
fast?
Also, I'm not sorry for this, but I found a pony version of Albert Wesker.
Yes, I can see that. What is his name? I just have to ask. It didn't say? I'm not gonna force you because...
No, it's still gonna be Wesker.
Okay.
We just gotta think of a name that comes first for it.
Paper?
Subtle whisper or whisker.
Also, in the large glass tube he's looking at, there's this.
Oh right. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yep, that's your tyrant.
Yay.
Oh joy, it's Ultima weapon.
Alright. Crud. And I gotta...
Is that an alicorn in a test tube?
Wait, you worshipped that?
I don't worship anything, they're not gods.
Wrong pony.
Oh, good, because my opinion of you could. I didn't think my opinion could get any lower, but it was about to.
And besides, they didn't. Moonlight's religion or whatever didn't worship all alicorns. It worshiped Luna,
Best horse.
best princess.
Best horse.
Second best horse.
Best horse.
Whatever. Focus.
Okay, so at the moment he doesn't notice that you've walked in. He's too busy staring at his marvelous creation.
So what you're saying is we can just sneak attack him and just end everything
I'm
here.
gonna walk up and tap him on the shoulder.
I was gonna say, I don't think Greta could get anywhere near him without him noticing, considering
The beep.
I'm just gonna walk up and tap him on the shoulder.
Ah, you're here. I was wondering when you lesser beings would get here.
Well, that's just rude.
Lesser beings. You've got a pretty high and mighty opinion of yourself, bub. Who are you?
The name is Wesker, if you must know. Not that you'll be telling many people many points for long. Behold, my creation.
It's a mutated alicorn.
You say mutated, I say perfected.
So did you stitch a bunch of hamburgers together? What?
I mean, you say it's perfect, but I mean, I've seen pictures of the real deal of, the two princesses, and they didn't look like that. Anyway,
Can
what are
I
you
roll
doing
bluff
down
and intimidation to knock his monologue off course?
I mean, we could do what James always does to me and just like shoot in the middle of the monologue, but I kind of want to see where he's going with that.
I kind of want to see if being insulted works on him.
I mean, you can do it if you want.
Can we let the villain have their monologue? If anything, we wait till the last possible second because there's going to be that half a second where.
No, ha!
So,
No, I want to. Come on, let him have his monologue. Let him have his monologue.
Presumably he would get some kind of resistance roll, so it probably won't work. But
Wesker,
Yes.
what are you doing down here?
What I'm doing here is making sure my creation.
That'll be somebody's dinner ready.
Sorry, that's my brother telling me that my dinner's ready. Give me 1 minute.
With some coaxing from Arcane and a slap from Greta,
I like to think the
Misty
slap
actually
is what did it.
is able to walk over.
Yes, we're gonna walk closer to the monster. Apparently, none of you fought rad bears before.
I'm hoping we can just talk about it, to be honest.
I don't know. I did succeed on my my heckling roll. I don't know. It's only 1 degree of success though.
I mean, it's Wesker. We're talking about a fucker who's so self-assured, he let himself be killed.
I mean, sure, but Greta is very annoying.
Well, yes, but that's
I know,
going
I
to
know.
agitate him into letting it loose.
I know, but remember, my plan is grab Arcane and book it for the exit. Maybe stopping to grab the painting and the silverware on the way out.
Gosh dang it. I don't have hammer
There's-
space. We can't tuck all this stuff away. Though I do.
There's just one problem with that. Well, for one thing, odds are Moonlight on her way out took the painting.
No, she took her painting. I'm talking about my painting.
Oh.
Yeah, she found some landscape or something when they were looking in the
She
painting
found
room.
Rimba.
No, you found that one. I found some random landscape.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah, and then Arcane crit failed and put his foot through a painting, I think. Or
Yes.
did Arcane do that, or did Misty do that? Or something?
No, I think that was me.
No,
Yeah, it was
It was
me.
Arcane.
Arcane, yes, he found a perfect painting of the front of the Spencer Mansion and just literally walked right through it.
Yeah, and then I think I found just some random picture.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I'll be right back.
Wesker,
Yes.
what is your perfect creation exactly?
It will help me usher in a new era for Umbrella. As he turns around, he walks up to the cage and then turns around to talk to Easons.
Is that the
Ew.
place with all the dead people that doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah. Have you been outside lately, Wesker?
I wouldn't recommend it, by the way. It's very unpleasant.
Still, the world in general, it kind of ended.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm
I'm
going
ass-
to. With its help, I will recreate it.
Greta will sort of
Right.
tilt her head and look at the thing again. You need a better design manager. Or any design manager. What I'm saying is you have very bad artistic taste.
Hey,
Okay.
James,
Yes.
can I roll a sneak and see if I can kind of, walk up to the case without him really notice?
Sure.
Do I get any bonuses because he's, monologuing?
Yeah, you'll get the standard monologue bonus, which is about plus 25.
Excuse me, there's a standard monologue
God
bonus.
Damn it. Okay, he notices me walking up to it.
Would he notice Misty? She's actually managed to walk up and be with the rest of the group.
I don't know if there's anything to hide behind, aside from you.
There really isn't.
That being told,
So,
Greta should roll stealth because she is behind Misty.
the thinking was I was going to roll stealth and plant my bomb, but that's obviously not going to work, so I'm going to just try and talk him into, ignoring me for a while. So, going to make a better wasteland and all that.
Yes, I will.
How are you going to do that exactly? I mean, when I was up there with the Enclave, I learned a little about genetic engineering, so do you mind if I take a look?
I doubt you'll know as much as me, but please, by all means, go right ahead.
If you want to keep talking to my friends, please do, but I'm interested in your work.
And I'm really wondering what part of this exactly required doing terrible things to our friend Misty.
You see, well, she is before the war. Her DNA is, well, unique.
Unique, huh?
Yes.
James,
Yes.
I'm gonna roll perception and see if I can see anything on the pod, like, that would, cause critical failure if disrupt.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Once in every
You do say
generation,
big red
people
button,
of our land are called upon by
And
history to bravely take a stand.
unique
Patriotic
how
greetings, hear your
exactly?
country call to you. We all must do our duty now, which means we all must do fuck all.
Well, you see, she has been given things that you can't usually find nowadays, and well, we've been trying to recreate it. As you can see, we've had middling
Difficulties.
Yes.
Hey, Wesker.
Yes.
Do you mind if I put this, shell down? It's really freaking heavy. Just as a favor, and she's gonna give her most charming smile.
Roll me that charisma.
No. Roll 20 is just not wanting me to do this, is it?
I don't think it is, no.
I think the gods of random dice generation have spoken.
Yeah, every sneak check, every fucking negotiation check, is like, no.
Argon, Jesus has betrayed us.
I did actually manage to roll that intimidate. Not that it didn't matter, but I guess it's just you. You're absorbing all of the bad things.
I'm guessing I get told to step away from recreation now.
He's told, you're told, he looks to you and says, if you really want to see it that badly, that can be arranged, and smashes the button.
Oh, fuck.
Can I shoot him in the head?
The water starts draining out of the tank.
Okay, I'm going to plant that big fucking bomb.
I want to shoot him very badly.
Easier idea. Eagle's just gonna stab him in the head.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have the time to aim, so I think I just have a shot.
Misty would also shoot at him too. She is not put her gun down since she came in this room.
Yeah, time to plant the bomb. No.
It's
Fucking
good though, because I want to point out that we are all less
that's
than 10 feet
planting.
away from you.
That's planting, not arming. I have a detonator.
Oh, okay, cool.
Think of it as like the world's deadliest claymore, not claymore, C4 block.
Let's see, yeah, with that roll, he's just going to punch you up till about, let's see, where's my measuring tip? He's gonna punch you away from there and make you land somewhere about here.
Who, me?
No, River Breeze.
Oh.
Because he sees you trying to plant the bomb.
How high's the ceiling in here, James?
The bomb's been planted on our ammo supply.
How high is the ceiling?
That's a good question, because and you never actually see the ceiling in this room.
You know what? Counterpoint. You know what? Let's all just run.
Yeah, I mean, at first he gets shot several times.
I think it's running time.
Oh yeah, but these were I declared I was shooting before.
No,
any of
that's
this
fine.
happened.
But I'm suggesting as soon as everybody's like, stabbed and shot, that we just run.
Oh yeah, no,
And
that's a
we
good
have to
plan.
fight it on the.
Oh yeah, outside would be preferable. But yeah, he is. Sadly, I'm not using the shotgun, so no bonuses.
Well,
but
as these guys are running away, he
no,
stands there.
first, I think Misty and I are shooting him and Eagle stabbing him. I don't think it. Let me.
Just let James speak.
So, as these guys are running away, he's standing there.
We haven't run away
literally
yet.
On two legs, standing full up, laughing at you. When all of a sudden, you hear a crash. And one of its razor wings skewers it through the chest, and then throws him against the wall. and this thing steps down. And then it roars at you.
Eagle tilts his head up, looks at it, and goes, "Hello, biggin," and tells the others, "Run. I'll slow it down."
I think you might be better running as well.
I'm right behind you. Now go.
Here's a good question. While we were running, did we make it to the door before it broke out?
Sure.
All right. Also, that roll, I don't think it matters, but I said I was doing it, so I've done that to spend the bullet.
Okay, so you were gonna shoot once at it?
No, I shot Wesker before he released it. It hit him in the foreleg. But I
He
don't
didn't
think
feel
it matters. Yeah, I don't think it's enough to cripple his leg.
No. So the tyrant has now been released. What do?
Everybody
So-
run to the roof.
So this is Subject Omega.
Yes.
Now is the time to be on the roof.
This is Subject Omega. This is literally one of your children.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to shoot one of the kids.
That's
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna nuke your kid from orbit when we get on the roof.
Yeah, question. So this thing
going
has...
to make a roll real quick.
All right, so this thing has 2 eyes on its head, and then it has like 1 eye on one of its shoulders, right?
2 eyes in its head, 1 on its shoulder, and 1 on its forelegs.
It has 1 on its forelegs? This is level 1, right?
2 in its head, 1 in its right shoulder, and 1 on the left foreleg.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I will take a shot at the one on its shoulder.
Okay, that would be a minus 50.
Yeah, hang on, because it's on its leg, and it's actually it'd be a minus 40, because it's a
I
limb,
was gonna try something
and it's a specific part of the limb.
Wait.
because
Before you do
this is
that-
one of her kids,
Yeah. You go. It'll take me a minute to figure out the math.
and she fell out of willpower, so
By 2.
she's gonna be super fucking dumb. She's
Go
going
for
to
it.
walk over to it.
Is Arcane still on your back?
I don't know. Would he stay on her back while she tries to go closer to the monster?
He is snuggle turret. He gives the comforting
Okay,
snugs.
then. Misty's gonna walk up to it and hold a hoof out to him.
Right. Okay. This does change what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Wait, give me a second here. Let's see if it has any cognitive abilities to recognize you.
Yes, I would like to hold a rescue Snugglebug action, please.
Okay. Do you say anything to it? Because I will give it a plus or negative.
Hey there, big guy.
Sun's getting real low.
It's
Casting
mommy.
a pip.
I'll give it a plus 1 this time.
As she tries to reach out and pet him.
Oh, geez, this thing's smarter than Greta. This is just not fair.
So fucking hard.
It will. Oh, what size are you again?
Size 1.
Okay, this is 1.5.
As I said, hey there, big boy.
It will.
Sounds like you're flirting with it.
Oh God.
Slightly- It will slightly lean down. Sniff around you. And actually recognize you.
And then it shoots you anyway. Or stabs you anyway. Also, James, for the love of Christ, please stop chewing into your mic. Like, I have no bigger pet peeve than people that chew with their mouth open and listen to the mic's even worse.
Sorry, I didn't realize you actually hear me.
Yep.
Okay.
Misty will just pet the side of his head and then go in for a hug.
We about to have a hallmark moment up in this bitch.
No, it's gonna stab her or something. I can feel that.
I mean, it's got all these spikes on its back, so I feel like the hug is a bit of a danger hug.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna stab you.
I mean, at least it's not level 3, in which case it would just be danger full stop.
I think level 3 it had a mouth on his torso.
Mhm.
Yes,
No.
it did.
Y'all are confused.
Oh wait, that was in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, that was.
No, it does. I'm looking at the picture. It has a sort of round mouth on its.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only picture of a mutated alicorn I could find was based off from the second Resident Evil monster.
Yeah.
It also has a little praying mantis pony legs too, which is a nice touch.
So yeah, she's going to hug the monster.
It'll gently hug you back.
And then she's gonna start crying because her poor little baby been turned into this.
See, now Arcane needs to get in on the hug because, come on, the kid needs a father figure.
Hugs.
Needs to get put down. That's fucking mercy.
I mean,
All the hugs.
I don't know if we can kill it.
Eagle, roll me charisma.
This is not going to be good. Flat?
Flat.
Well, at least it's not a critical
Holy
fail.
Shit!
He'll try and kill
stops.
you.
Let me just roll its charisma here. Oh, well, it's not that better than yours. It just gives you a death stare.
Oh, I don't think. I think it thought Eagle was its dad for a second.
Wow, this monster is smarter than Greta and more handsome than Eagle.
Oi, charisma is not a mark of handsome. I'll have you know, Greta is in the top 1 percentile of fluff.
James, important question.
Go ahead.
Is Wesker still breathing?
No.
Loot and pillage time, motherfucker.
Wait, River. No,
I mean,
not.
did you note? Are you sure he had a heartbeat in the first place? Or a breathe?
Okay, better question. Is he alive?
That's a good question.
You know what? I'm
roll
gonna play it even safer. She's gonna ask everybody. Anybody got any rope and some duct tape?
Greta is fixedly staring at the hug going on and is not paying attention to anything else.
Eagle will slowly lean to one side and stare at River and go, River, not right now.
You seem to have that thing under control. I'm gonna deal with this thing.
Actually, let me see. Do I? I do not. He leans back. He leans this side again. I have neither rope nor duct tape. See if you can improvise.
Hey, James.
Yes.
That toolkit I found, did that have any duct tape?
I mean, it's a toolkit. Toolkits usually have duct tape in it.
Awesome. I'm going to very warily fly near this thing, go to MT, find his toolkit, take the duct, and then I'm going to hog tie this fucker's 4 legs together just in case.
Okay.
And I will let you continue dealing with the freaky monster.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to freak out because it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found something fucked up and disturbing.
What?
Hang on, I'll get a link.
So the freaky monster's not going to. Yes. No. Maybe.
Let's see. What do I put here?
Actually, hearing River say that, Misty will look at the creature after she noticed it glaring at Eagle. It's okay. They're friends. They won't hurt you. I'm guessing I need to roll charisma to try to convince it, or
Sure, go ahead.
oh boy, and I'm getting a -1 due to being insane.
Only partially.
And I passed. Nice.
Admittedly, considering what this thing's been through, that might count as a bonus because you can relate better to it.
Yeah, because you both have the same charisma of 4.
I only have 4 charisma because I'm insane.
It's the twitching eyes that does it.
Yes, it is. It's the multiple eyes.
And Eagle will raise a hoof slowly and give a little wave. Hello.
He'll give you a look up and down. Who are you?
I'm
Nope, nope, it can talk. Nope, fuck, nope, I'm out here. Nope, 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 nope. Going to claim Wesker, and I'm going to nope.
Eagle will keep his hoof raised and one moment, please. Leans to the side and looks at River and goes, River, calm down.
Nope, look at that thing. Nope, 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 nope.
He sighs and looks at what was it? Subject Omega?
Yes.
Okay. He sighs and looks back at Subject Omega and smiles and goes, sorry about her. She's seen a lot in this place. Well, we all have. I'm Eagle. What's your name?
Never had one. Just
Just woke up?
never had one. Just Omega.
Oh. Oh, well, that's kind of sad. He'll look at Misty. Maybe we should, well, maybe you should give him a name, Misty.
Give me a second. I need to actually think of one real quick.
So
I never expected to get this far.
so so let's see, who's talking to Omega?
So far, Eagle and Misty and Arcane's just on top of Misty.
Okay. What is
River-
Greta doing?
Greta is still hovering in the center of the room, watching intently, preparing to fly in and grab Arcane and get out
Well,
if anything
you'll
happens.
probably want to move yourself here then, because this is a set of test tubes that go all the way up to the ceiling.
Ah, okay, yeah. And she'll be hovering here in the back.
When James says test tubes, he's talking giant glass cylinders that could fit stuff like the hunters in.
I'm grabbing either Wesky's on Wesky? Yes, Wesky. Wesker's unconscious body or dead body and taking it to the elevator and staying away because nope.
Okay,
Got one.
for this purpose,
Misty,
wait,
go ahead.
for this purpose, River, roll me perception.
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
Perceive.
the moment Wesker's body leaves the lab, and I will move it. Now you go to where you are, and I'll move him to you. So tell me where you where you were going.
Right at the exit of the lab.
Okay. The moment his body passes those doors, everyone else roll me perception.
Pass by 4.
Pass
Okay.
2?
Pass on the dot.
Everyone passed.
Yes.
You hear alarms.
Misty whips her head around. Shit, that doesn't sound good. Let's get out of here. Looks right at Omega. Let's go, Gale.
I'm gonna need to roll its luck here.
Hold on, with that one perception, James, is he
Yes.
still alive?
Yes, he's feigning dead.
Oh, so
Double
I think I know
tap,
what's causing
maybe.
the alarm. I think I know what's up. Points to him. He's still alive. He's just faking it. So we need to interrogate him. But you know, let's run for.
Deal with it later.
The moment River Breeze finishes saying the words, he's still alive, these words come over the sirens. Auto-destruct sequence now activated. Please exit the building.
Right, that's good enough for Greta. Greta was going to scream over, grab Arcane, and then book it for the exit as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm grabbing Wesker, and I'm not even gonna wait for the elevator. I'm gonna kick out the maintenance hatch, and I'm just gonna fly on up. Oh wait, no, fuck, the door will be locked. Never mind, that's silly.
Yeah, the elevator is down though, so
Yeah, the elevator's gonna go too slow though.
it's down, so
No,
you can
it's
just
not.
fly up.
Well, it went down first to here, now it's gonna
Yeah.
go up.
So the elevator's down, but the problem is the door will be locked, so it's not gonna do us any.
What door?
The door at the top of the building.
She's talking about flying up there.
Yeah, and then I thought about it, and
The elevator.
yeah, and then I realized that the door wouldn't open for me, so it'd be pointless.
I have armor-piercing bullets. We'll be fine.
So yeah, Misty will try
Yeah.
to lead Gale over to the elevator.
Yeah. So does Arcane resist being grabbed by the bird?
Am I allowed to attempt to resist?
If you're allowed to do anything.
Up to you, dude.
We gotta make it. Well, we gotta make sure the kid's all right too.
The kid is a
What would Arcane do?
12-foot tall monstrosity. You'll be fine.
No,
Okay.
he would make sure that the kid is all right.
Cool. We're gonna grab Arcane.
What is that, like a contested strength check?
Yeah, I'm asking the GM.
Oh.
Well, I am now
What was it
asking.
again, sorry?
I want to grab Arcane. Arcane doesn't want to be grabbed.
That would be an opposed strength roll.
Okay.
Alrighty.
He ain't going nowhere.
Holy shit!
Okay then.
Yeah, Arcane is, as far as you're aware, he is super glued to Misty.
I can see. This is how it happens. She tries to grab Arcane, but Arcane's not coming off of Misty, so she ends up almost dragging both Arcane and Misty. But Misty is holding onto the monster, so
It gets dragged like 3 or 4 inches.
No,
Just from the force of the impact.
No, literally, you're holding on to Arcane, trying to slap away, and you're just literally being held in place.
After like a second, Greta will stop, and then she's gonna start examining Arcane's hooves to make sure he hasn't literally superglued himself to her.
Greta, quit screwing around. Go.
He hasn't actually superglued himself down, has he?
No, he hasn't. He's just, for some reason, he has Herculean strength at this moment.
he's
Incredible.
tapping into that Earth Pony strength.
Greta will,
Yes.
will flick his nose to break his concentration and try again.
Okay, give me 2 rolls again.
Give me a second. Sorry, I was family members doing
Bird will not be denied.
Fast on the dot.
Ha!
You.
Now the rolls reversed.
Okay, literally, they perfectly reversed because I rolled past on the dot last time. I suspect Arcane goes pop like a cork from a bottle.
Yes, here.
And then, eggging just in time to avoid smashing into the wall with the force of it, Greta will try to dive out of the room, pulling the arcane underneath her. And sprint flying, she can go 84 feet. So I think she could just make it to the elevator in one move.
Confused screaming.
Oh, yeah, and she can make
what's
it
Eagle
like...
doing? So what is the Eagle doing? You hear alarm sirens and the words, self-destruct sequence has been activated. Please leave the building.
Eagle sighs as Greta hauls Arcane out of the room and turns back to Gale and goes, "Okay, this place is crap. Will you come with us?"
You're saying this to Omega?
Yeah.
Repeat that, please.
He goes, "Okay, this place is about to be a crater, probably. Will you come with us?"
Take Mother. 2 damaged.
Misty will start crying at that.
You're not damaged, kid. You're just different. Nothing wrong
Look
with
at
that.
me. I do not belong in your world. Take her and leave.
Sighs and hugs Omega really quick. Okay. And then he takes Misty by the hoof. "Come on, let's go."
Darn it, I'm the one with full at heart here. I could have probably had a plus like 15 to 20 negotiation.
Okay, that brings you up to like a 20, wouldn't it?
No, that would bump me up to like an effective 40. Like 40 or 45.
However, is Misty coming or not?
You're gonna have to drag her. She failed willpower by 3 degrees. She's not wanting to leave her child.
Gale, help me get her on my back, quickly. Well, he's...
1 second, let me roll his willpower here. Go to the elevator. I will follow.
Okay, thank you. Target. Come on, everyone on now.
Greta is already at the top of the shaft by now. It's right, 'cause it's a big open cargo elevator, right? Like a platform that raises and lowers.
Yes.
Yeah, so the shaft itself is open above us, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Greta's at the top.
Yeah, I think the two of us are just going to kick our way out and just fly to the top.
Yeah, I was can I get
Um,
Arcane on my back, like as I'm hovering at the top of the shaft?
Depends if Arcane will allow it.
What?
Greta's trying to maneuver you around onto her back.
Okay. He's still confused because he just got yoinked.
Yeah, this all happened over a course of like 3 seconds. Yeah, once she has her talons free, she'll start trying to like bash open or force open the door.
I think the elevator is still on the ground floor, right? On the
Yes.
floor without this.
Yes, it's still down here.
Okay. So, where you are, Eagle? Are you actually in there?
I'm under Wesker.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Your child's gonna look at you, Misty.
Mm-hmm.
You see a tear roll down his eye. You see a tear roll down his face. It was good to see you. Now roll me strength.
No, crud, no, you're going the Iron Giant route, aren't you? No.
Passed by 1 degree, but
He passed
He
by 5.
out-
He's gonna throw
he
you into
out.
the elevator, close the doors, and push the button for you to go up.
At the top, the strong birds are strong.
and that's a third failed willpower. At this point, I think she's just gonna mentally check out.
So, let me just move you to the other here. Maybe somewhere. Let me see. Yep.
Yeah, so would River and Greta have been able to force open the elevator doors at the top?
No, because they're locked until the elevator gets there.
We got a crit. Can I shoot the lockout with my armor-piercing bullets?
No, the elevator doors are hydraulically locked in place until the elevator gets to the floor.
Can I shoot out the hydraulics?
They're in the walls, and the walls
Yeah, I
are...
have bullets.
Can your bullets go through 2 inches of steel
The
and rebarred concrete?
concrete, probably.
Well, there's 2 inches of steel with about another 4 inches of rebarred concrete, and then another 2 inches of steel.
What about the doors themselves? Are they can't be solid steel. No one makes... because you can't fit the hydraulics in.
You're probably best waiting for the elevator to get up there.
Oh, she did
It's
crit,
easier
so I
that way, and
suppose
you're not expending bullets.
yeah, but the longer she's in here, the longer the more likely the building will explode.
Oh no, you've got about...
She doesn't know that. She just knows the detonation's going off.
It's been telling us the countdown this whole time, hasn't it, James?
Yes, you got about half an hour.
Oh, okay. She's still trying, and she's honestly, considering how hard it is, she's doing very well. But yeah, she's still trying to force the doors open.
Well, the elevator goes up. Do you just duck back into the elevator?
It's an open platform, isn't it? So it did just rise up to meet us.
Yes.
I'll just wait for the open platform to get there. And she's still trying to open the doors.
Okay. The platform stops there, and the doors open.
I got it. Okay. And then she flies through. Sorry, I just wanted to make that joke.
I'm going to continue dragging Wesker.
Alright, let me just...
Why are you tracking? Just kick him back down the bloody shaft.
Oh, he's alive. We can interrogate him.
So, where is this in relation to the rest of the building? This helicopter pad.
Okay, Pat, tell me if you can move his token.
I can.
Okay, there you are. Alright, so you exit onto a helipad.
Is there a helico chopper?
Yes, there is.
In what condition?
What kind would it be?
I wonder, can Greta roll like deception or something to see if Arcane thinks that she got the doors open instead of the elevator arriving?
Wait.
Yeah, well,
No, she didn't, but she was trying to open the doors like really hard when the elevator arrived, so that the two things lined up.
Did we just get a helicopter?
I don't know, I'm asking James. I asked that sarcastically. He said yes. I want to know what condition it's in.
Wait, don't they run on like?
I doubt it'll be
spark
good.
Batteries. Because it's a sky wagon, right? That's what.
I don't know.
Actually,
Let James decide. That's why we're asking.
It
Okay.
is again. I'm just looking at images here.
I don't think it would have been a sky wagon because Wesker, as far as I know, is an Earth pony.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It'd be one of the Enclave things, right?
I'm
Vertibuck.
really hoping it is.
Because River used to be a Vertibuck pilot.
I did!
We got a pilot. We got a mechanic. I mean, Greta could run the machine gun.
It's literally fast travel.
Yeah, that's why I was curious. Technically, we have just, if we have this thing, we unlocked fast travel.
Oh, I
They
do have
run
a token
on-
for it.
They run on like spark batteries, don't they?
Depends what we're getting.
clearly I'm the one who's supposed to fly it. Or we'll be fine.
No, I've got my background is Enclave pilot. I can fly that.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that is a Vertibuck.
Just got to stop dead in tracks.
I think there's about to be a very happy burb.
Please tell me there's no red blips in that.
Eagle check EFS.
No, there's nothing on this floor.
Does it look
Nope.
damaged?
I take it your character has repair mechanics, yes?
No, but I do have flight as one of my tag skills. Can I replace it in this circumstance, considering it's a flying vehicle?
I can let you use your flight skill for repair mechanics.
I mean, at
What
very
is-
least, you'd be able to tell how good a condition it's in.
Yeah, she was a Vertibuck pilot.
Do I need to make a roll as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? While you're making the roll, let's just drag him over, and I'm just gonna
Yeah,
see if it turns on.
Because you're also pre-wars. Oh, that's 100. That's 100.
Oh no.
Holy sh! Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Arcane just starts flailing around in Greta's arms.
Okay. Okay.
James,
Yes.
seeing as how both of us can't tell shit, I'm just throwing Wesker in and jumping in the cockpit and just pressing the on.
You'll need to remove the skeletal pilot from the seat.
She will do so as rude as she possibly can. She's just throwing them.
Okay.
Does the skeleton have anything on
Arcane.
it? Yeah.
Arcane.
Oh no.
Arcane.
I saw the
Yeah,
double
so
zero, so I
you-
was like, oh, this is about to get good, and then I saw the
I saw
zero.
the size of the bar, and I immediately knew it was 100. I didn't need to know what the roll was. The moment I saw how big the actual bar is,
You knew it
I
was.
knew it was gonna be 100. Okay.
Oh no.
He's suddenly acquired a fear of heights or of
No.
flying.
The vertibug is fine. Vertibug is a perfect condition.
No, not
There's
the.
no weapons.
Oh.
There's
Is he having
absolutely
pre-war
no
flashbacks
weapons.
again?
Fortunate son intensifies.
Whoa. So the vertibug is at 120% condition. It's perfectly usable. There's no weapons.
So my switch the flip and it turns on, or flip the switch and it turns off.
Switch the
It purrs like a sports car.
No, I don't trust this at all.
I do. Fuck it again.
No,
We have fast travel, bitches.
I already have it.
Well, we don't, because we have Greta power. Greta can only carry one pony. Probably not for a very long time.
You two, get on the damn vertibug. Misty. Misty.
Slowly looks at him.
Come on, Misty, we need to go.
Slowly nods.
So does Arcane like try to like wiggle out of Greta's arm to get into the vertibug?
He's still trying to process everything that's going on. A lot of things have happened already, okay?
Now is not the time for process. Now is the time for run. Once we sit down, we can process.
James?
Yes.
Okay, so how much time to the self-destruct did we have when it started?
You had half an hour when it started. Let's say you got 15 minutes left.
How long does the elevator take?
It took 10 minutes. You have 15 minutes left. In total, you have 15 minutes to get this thing off the ground and minimum safe distance.
I guess Greta's gonna book it. Off the side carrying Arcane.
No, bad river.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Because what if the damn thing goes off?
No, that's not how bombs work. The fuse wouldn't be set. You have to press the button to arm it.
If the bomb you're talking about is like C4 based, yes, it will not go off by shooting it. It has to go by a certain electronic fuse.
Well, it goes off by having current pass through it.
Anyhow,
Yes, but you can't shoot it to explode it.
I think we have other pressing concerns.
Yeah, Greta's gonna. So Greta's booking it off, sort of towards the front of the building, like over the front.
And okay, so elevator takes 10 minutes.
It took
Come
us
on.
5 minutes to have the conversation, to get to try to convince Misty to go, and then you convinced its child to take you to help you with it. He moved you to the elevators, threw Misty inside, and slammed the door shut.
Right,
So you have 15 left.
right. Something tells me Omega probably isn't the fastest flyer. Anyways, Greta, okay, come on.
I say that Greta is like hundreds of feet away by this point.
We're just skipping the
Can you fly
vertibug
faster than the
entirely?
vertibug?
I don't know, but the vertibug needs to start up.
No, you definitely can.
No. You need to get into the vertibug.
How long will it take the vertibug to start up?
The vertibug's already started. The vertibug's already up and going.
Yeah, just on the ground waiting on all you fuckers.
I was say Hold on, I'm still doing the math on how fast Greta flies.
It's not gonna be faster than a vertibug. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, well, she'll catch up in a minute, but right now she's trying to get Arcane distant. Like,
Eagle-
okay, dude, she's already
okay.
gone. She's already flown off. This is Greta. She's a bit impulsive.
Greta's gone. Arcane's gone. Eagle will help Misty get in the vertibug, slam the doors shut, and tell River go.
Alright, let me... Here. Okay. Let me put the... Wait for the map to load up again.
Eagle's gonna, or sorry, River's gonna, as we get off, is gonna shout back through the verb.
How long is a round, by the way?
15 seconds. Or is it 10?
River's gonna shout back through the verb up to Eagle. Eagle, make sure Wesker doesn't get loose. I tied him up with duct tape. Also, ask him what the self-destruct is, because I don't know how far we need to go.
Okay, so Greta can fly a mile in 4 rounds.
Vertibugs have at standard flight rank 3.
Yeah, so it's faster, but I'm still probably perfectly fast.
Again, we don't even know how big the explosion's gonna be, so I'm asking Eagle to ask West. And by ask, I mean beat it out of him.
How about, River, you flying this thing away, and we keep flying until we see the boom in the back.
There you go.
We are flying. I want to know how far I have to go.
Keep going until we see the boom behind us.
Well, we need to find the other two, don't we? I don't know where they went.
You could probably see Greta flying away.
I rolled perception. I failed twice. I ain't gonna fucking.
Shut up for a minute and let me think. And Eagle will check EFS for their blips.
Yeah, you see them. You look at the cockpit and you can see them flying, but you're flying faster than them, so they're gonna be.
I will fly in front of them, open up the ramp.
Greta will toss Arcane in, and then she's gonna bank back and she's gonna zoom off towards the house really quick.
Towards the what?
Yeah,
She's
so
going
Greta toss.
back.
Yep. How much time do we have on the self-destruct? We have a couple minutes, right?
10, I think.
Oh yes, plenty of time.
You'll notice the vertibug on the map. It can be moved by all players. So pick one of you to move it.
Probably River Breeze.
Okay, see if she's Pep is piloting it. Pep can
But yeah, Greta's gotta go back and she's going to try to grab as much of the silverware she can get. At least 2 sets.
A real griffin at heart, so you are.
Hey, she has like presents she has to give, okay? This is important. She has
Okay.
priorities. It shouldn't take her more than a minute to get everything. She'll grab and stuff her bag with as much of the cutlery and plates and all that stuff as she can, and then she'll grab the painting that she put in the front hall, and then she'll book it after the vertibug.
Okay.
And you can figure out how much she manages to grab later. Then
We can work-
should I roll?
We can work out that you've got enough cutlery for about a dozen ponies with the plates as well,
Sweet! And then a painting.
and a painting. So you make it to the vertibug, right?
Or at least I'll probably be able to keep it in sight once I go.
Yeah. We'll for this moment we'll say that you got there, you got in the vertibug, you closed the doors, and you zoomed off. Behind you, you hear an explosion. How many of you turn around?
Cool kids don't look at explosions.
Too concerned comforting Misty.
Well, sorry? Misty, you said something?
Misty turns to look.
Okay.
Bree shouts from up the front, take a picture.
Behind you, you see the explosion. You see the telltale explosion of a mega spell, but without the radiation.
Probably some sort of, I don't know, could just be a different kind of mega spell.
Eagle's just keeping an eye on Wesker.
It's a mega spell like explosion, but it just doesn't have the radiation.
Do you mean the mushroom cloud effect?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
a really big.
That could just be a really big bomb, yeah.
Yeah.
So where are we going and how do we get there? Because I'm not very good at navigating.
What was the other? We had 3 locations, didn't we?
Let's go.
In fact, how many hours did we spend in there, James?
Oh, that's a good question. It'll be daytime by the time you fly away from them.
So for
Yes.
them, not me, but for them, because obviously she was knocked out, it's been like 24 hours, they're probably already conk out.
Yes.
It's probably, just about. It's pretty much dawn, isn't it, James?
It's dawn. So you got there around, let's say you got there around 10 p.m. It's now cresting 6:30 in the morning.
Right. He'll stick his head up in the cockpit and go, River, take us northwest. It's a town called Purity Branch.
You've never seen her look so goddamn content in her life. She's so happy to be behind the cockpit.
He'll describe what the town looks like to her so she can find it.
Yep.
She'll snap a salute and she'll fly off quite happily.
The
Yeah,
most
well-
important question.
Okay.
What exactly are we going to call the vertibird?
Oh, we need to get spray paint. I have an idea.
I mean, Frigid, if Deckard wanted to rejoin, right? So he can rejoin us once we're in town.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of why I said back to.
He's very good with spray paint.
Yes, but we are not letting Frigid near this thing.
We'll not
At
bring
least-
him
Cl-
in during this session, but we'll let him know that that mansion is done, and then he can join next week.
Clearly, this is the part where we have a jump cut of Frigid attempting to fly the vertibird, just screaming how amazing he is. He crashes into one of the buildings.
Okay, 1 second here. We'll say you landed it right about.
I know if it's a bit clearing and that it's inside the walls.
Yep, right
I
there.
imagine the walls probably won't be too happy though.
So right there, you see it there.
Alright, let me move my token over there.
Wait, where is my token?
Over in the blacksmith, where everyone is.
Can you throw Weskers down as well, James, just so I can drag it around?
Sure. Let me see where it is.
This is, I can only imagine bringing him here is going to go well.
Right. Let me know if you can still move it.
I'll let you re-give me the permission.
Okay, no problem.
I have 2 objectives while we're in town, and I know exactly what I want to do.
Hey, yeah, Greta also has an objective, and it is very important.
There you go. Token should be moved. There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Eagle walks up to River. Okay. Particular reason why we're keeping him alive?
First to interrogate him, see if he knows anything interesting, and then once that's done, Trish just kind of shrugs. What do you do with war criminals typically?
Personally? I say we separate his head from the rest of him.
I don't know. I'm a fan of what we do up in the clouds. We tie our wings together, find the big patch where there's no clouds, and just boot you. And I mean, we have got something that's pretty close. She's just gonna point to the Verbuck.
Yeah, but the more we use that thing, the more likely the Enclave is to spot us.
True.
And I'd like to be sure this fucker is dead.
Okay, that's fair. Well, still, first we need to interrogate him because he might know something, useful. Maybe we can find some more stuff. Maybe he can tell us something useful from the science, maybe medical knowledge. Failing that, she just kind of shrugs. I'll pass him over to you because you're a Wastelander and you know Wastelander justice.
Yep. Meantime, we need a bucket and several stallions with full bladders.
Cool. It's a good thing Greta is not going to have anything to do with that. Did Greta and Arcane's house get fixed up, or is it still a complete, wreck?
I mean,
What do you
we've
mean?
only been
It's
gone-
absolutely perfect.
Yes, it is, dear. Of course, it's perfectly.
It's completely
I don't-
perfect.
She holds up a talon to the side of her mouth. Did they fix it up yet?
If I believe correctly, you were told before you left that it was fixed up.
All right, cool. It's been like a month. I don't remember.
Also, Seraph, that picture you posted, it looks like the top head is Celestia's, the bottom left is Luna's, and the bottom right is Cadence's.
Yeah, I looked at
Yep.
mutated alicorn. Holy. Okay, I'm not looking for them anymore. I don't need. I don't want. Never mind.
And it looks like the same for the body. The the front left leg up to the side is Luna's flank. The right side up to the flank is Cadence's, and the whole spine is Celestia's.
Yo, I should probably stop looking at that. That's a little bit creepy.
Yeah. I think I should. Can someone set Can I edit this to have spoilers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you can tag. I think you can put it at a tag it as a spoiler.
Oh. Stretch.
Excuse
um,
you.
Okay, there we go. I fixed it.
Okay, Eagle.
What?
When you were stretching there, it sounded like you were ripping a fat one.
I'm sorry.
Not gonna lie.
You have a leather armchair? Are you sitting in a leather chair?
No, it's not leather. It's fabric. But that
But
was
yes.
that was basically me stretching and popping my spine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it sounded like you were ripping a fat one.
Yeah, that was me groaning.
Yeah, just go
I
by
mean-
there. It sounded like you were farting.
I mean, I've still got a few peanuts left. You want me to load up and demonstrate what that sounds like?
No.
No.
You're right.
I think we're good.
Okay
As soon
then.
as they touch down, Greta's going to pick up her painting and start to gently but insistently tug Arcane away.
Okay. Before we start doing anything else, who was helping to convince Greta, Misty's child, to come with them?
Eagle.
And I believe Misty was.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, both of yous, give yourselves 5 karma.
Huh?
for trying to convince this monstrosity of a thing to come with you.
No.
Well, of course she's gonna try to convince it. It's her child.
Yes, so you gain 5 karma. Igor tried to do the same. You gain 5 karma.
Admittedly,
Yeah, 14 karma.
admittedly, if there had been enough time, he was actually going to go back down and see if he could talk Omega into coming with them, and
no,
at least
um,
letting them drop him off.
when he closed the door, right, he jammed it. That door was never going to open again.
Knowing his luck, he'll probably have survived and is now a horrifying mutated abomination.
He closed it and then crushed the lock so that the door won't open. He consigned himself to being in there.
And I mean, tyrants are tough, but they're not that tough.
Who knows? You might see it again. Who knows? I'm not saying more
We
than
do
that.
have 2 additional levels worth of pictures to use, so.
Yeah.
Also, we never did find the other one.
No.
And that one was actually running around loose.
Yeah, so it probably
Yep.
booked it out of the place.
For all you know, it escaped. All you know is that it escaped.
And it's white and has been introduced with reptilian DNA. That's all we know.
Yes. So, you guys land the vertibird within the city walls, right there in that little patch of grass, patch area there. Much to the bemusement of everyone around you, and as you're exiting out, you see Bronco just bolting up there with one of the Steel Rangers. And who was with Moonlight interrogating the prisoner?
Eagle.
Okay. Eagle, you notice that to is other side is the prisoner that they had arrested from the previous raid. Stand beside him.
He'll step forward to address Bronco, taking his helmet off. Well, hello, Bronco.
He's not looking at you, he's looking at the vertibird. Where in blazes did you find that?
Ever heard of something called Sombrella?
Blank. That's that old pharmaceutical company, right?
Yep. We
What
stumbled
about
across. What?
it? What about it?
Well, we stumbled across what turned out to be a secret facility of theirs. He looks back at the 2 new party members and 1 prisoner they got. Things got interesting.
All of yous, meet me in my office. We're gonna need a full debrief.
Can do.
Frustrated
look-
bird noises.
He looks back at River. River, you took the keys out of that thing, right?
She's waving them very proudly.
Good. We don't need any pony getting broad ideas and going for a joyride.
Oh, I'm more than certain none of them could possibly fly it. Hell,
But
I'm
could
pretty
they
sure
crash it?
if they could figure out how to turn it on, maybe, but they probably couldn't do that either.
Best not take chances.
I've got the keys and they've locked up, okay?
Good. Oh, yeah, Bronco, mind if we throw this blonde fellow in a cell?
Sure. Throw him in the cell that, he was in. And points to this guy.
Heel nods at him. Good to see you're fitting in well.
Yeah, once he got acclimatized to the place, he signed up to be a guard. Seemed really fair.
Right. River, take Wesker in there, and he points to the jail. Tell the guards goes in a cell to keep a close eye on him.
She will politely knock on the prison door.
You're let in.
So, some weird earth pony that's brown and pink eyes and blue mane and power armor. Don't know who he is. I'm assuming he's important. He said to put this dude in one of the cells and, keep him locked up and an eye on him.
Yeah, that would be Bronco. Put him in that cell there.
She will quite gladly throw him on in and let them lock up and will come on out.
Yep. Locks the
Just
cell and stands guard.
And now that I don't have to deal with a prisoner, I'm going to start flying again.
All right. Bronco,
Go ahead.
I think most of the rest of us, well, be quite frank, Misty, Arcane, and Greta, they probably need to rest. But if you want to go ahead and debrief River and I, we can do that.
Okay, the rest of them can rest up. You two meet me in my office, and we'll go through a full debrief.
All right.
You know the way.
Yeah, I do. He shouts back to Misty, Arcane, and Greta. You three, go get some rest. River and I are going to talk with Bronco.
Okay.
Greta starts tugging Arcane off towards their house.
So Bronco didn't make any comment when he heard Misty?
Arcane tries to make little grabby hooves because Misty needs comfort, and then he's being dragged away from the person who needs the comfort.
Well, he can tell that he can see that you're completely shredded, so he's not gonna impose by. He's not gonna impose. He'll wait until you've calmed down before he'll come talk to you, but he'll do it privately.
Right, River, come on. It's this way.
I'm confused.
What about?
So this is a town, right?
Yes.
I thought you just had, mayors and sheriffs. What's this about debriefs and why are they all wearing power armor and
Bronco is the sheriff, but he's also a Steel Ranger Paladin.
Oh,
That
so he's
tends
one
to
of
be stationed.
you. Okay, that makes more sense.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm not a ranger. Not anymore.
I thought only Rangers really wore power armor.
I used to be one. I got kicked out. Only reason I have power armor again is, well, Bronco.
So why are you debriefing to him?
Well, for one thing, he'd asked us to do him a couple of favors.
Is he robot and everybody else?
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me see what my. Let me disconnect and reconnect.
You're all good again all of a sudden.
Stupid thing. Okay, so where did roboting?
Everyone disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
As
It
soon
was
as the question was
right
asked.
after if he asked you to do some favors, and then after that.
Okay. He asked us to do a couple of favors, and well, he knows Arcane and Misty from before the war.
Pep.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
All right. Did you hear what the eagle said?
About the knowing Arcane and whatnot?
Yes.
Yes, I heard that.
Okay. So do you reply back?
I assume we get sat into the meeting and she will, switch to a professional demeanor as much as she can manage.
Okay.
It's I'm dropping it for now, but I have more questions.
Okay. So you go in, you see Bronco sitting at his desk. Just checking reports and stuff like that there. Alright, so what exactly happened since you left?
Well, we headed south, and along the way, about
If you're again.
one second. Better?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The mansion was one of the spots that the prisoner told us about, wasn't it?
No, the mansion you got from your pinky sense.
Oh,
Because that's how you found. That's how you kind of knew that Misty was going to be in that direction.
right.
But
Anyways, Abel starts explaining as well. We head off south on for but we
Yeah, it's gone again. You sorry. Try changing the server region, James.
where do I do that?
So you go up to the top bit where it says like the name of the server.
Yeah.
Go to server settings.
Yes.
Then go to server region.
Remission unlock channels.
Oh, they've removed all the EU ones. They've only got one EU one now.
Jesus Christ, no wonder.
Hey, you're not roboting.
We're gonna try changing the server region, see if that'll maybe work a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stop roboting when I disconnect and reconnect, but then it starts again.
You try to explain.
Alright, can I see the find it here on my phone? I'll have to look this up later.
Okay, try again, Eagle.
Okay. Well, Bronco, we head off south. As we went, my tail started acting up again. Point us toward the mansion. And next thing you know, we found Misty. And we decided we wanted to check the place out more thoroughly. Came to find that it belonged to Sunbrella and that they were using it as a test bed for some very weird shit, man. Ghouls that weren't caused by magic radiation, monsters, giant ass snake, huge ass spider. And as it turns out, they'd even taken Misty's kids and used them for experiments.
You see Bronco do the whole hold up a hoof to ask a question and then just put it back down again. You know, we heard the reports that things like, well, there were rumors at the time that things like that were happening, but we never really had time to investigate it during the war.
Eagle nods. Makes sense. Well, turns out that the old boy we threw in the jail here, his name's Wesker, he was behind a lot of it, or at least a lot of what was going on when we arrived. He unleashed one of Misty's kids, had turned him into some kind of mutant alicorn. Thankfully, Misty was able to get through to him, and he let us go before the whole place blew up. And that's where we got the vertibuck. It was on the helipad there. River Breeze here is a Dashite. We also found her inside the facility. She's a former and now, once again, vertibuck pilot.
Let's see.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It's a lot to process.
Well, thank you, Everbreeze, for getting these ponies out of there. They helped me through a few things, and I'm mighty grateful.
Comes with the not wanting to die.
Agreed. If you need a place to stay here, just say to the hotel staff that you got a room on me for the night.
Very
Sweet.
forward of him.
Sweet. I'm not going to complain. That's a fucking freebie.
Eagle,
Nods.
what's your girlfriend's name again? Sorry.
Little Harmony.
Hi. You might want to stop in at Harm's on the way over the on your way out. She's been asking me every day what your progress is.
Hey, we have a vertibuck now. She could come with us.
How about no? Those things do have load limits.
Yeah, but those limits usually are like, okay, there's like 8 ponies in power armor.
I think it's less that and more a case of I don't really want to bring her around with us whilst we're doing things.
Honestly, she might be the best negotiator we've got.
My negotiation's okay.
Anyways, Eagle nods and smiles and goes, "Yeah, I'll do that." Anything else while we were away?
No, it's surprisingly been pretty quiet around here. Kind of like it that way.
Good. Well, anything else you wanted to know, Bronco?
No, I think that's good enough. I'll have 2 guards watch your vertibuck out there. Make sure nobody does anything to it.
Alright. And keep a close eye on Wesker too.
I'll be keeping an eye on him like no one's business.
I mean, it may be worth interrogating them, find out what he knows, and then just, make the motion with wing to slip.
That's the plan. But whoever he is, he survived getting run through by the experiment he had created.
Well, I mean, he was talking about pre-war stuff, so he's probably got really advanced medicine or really advanced cybernetics.
Roll me perception. Everybody.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we have that Arcane, we have that perk that lets us ignore endurance for sleep deprivation.
Nope.
Pass by 4.
Arcane.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Give me a moment. Oh, come on. I watched it hit the edge of the screen and it rotated from a 2 to an 8.
You got the dice roller up?
Yeah, I like watching the physical dice roll across the screen. I'm like that. I enjoy watching it roll. I know it doesn't do
Okay.
anything, but it's fun to watch.
So
Hear that, Greta? He likes to watch.
Gosh, dang it, Eagle. Okay, I did kind of give you that one.
He's
Okay.
got 2 mares now.
Yeah, he has
It'll
one mare
take-
and an axe.
okay, so to Eagle and Greta, as you're talking, you hear a loud crash.
Will immediately stop trying to bundle Misty into the fold-out bed. And we'll go over to the window and look out.
Eagle will put his helmet on and immediately look north through EFS.
There's no red lip anymore.
That is concerning. Oh, crud.
Okay.
Oh, crud. They're gonna be...
Eagle runs out. River, come on.
No, that
More running.
they might be stealing Gale Force 1.
I doubt that. I've got the keys.
No, Gale. Just
You want the
Gale.
pockets? I'm calling that thing Gale Force 1.
Fuck you, James.
No, my idea was Gale Force wins, and then Sarah suggested Gale Force 1.
I mean, I'm gonna get spray painted and call it something along those lines. Anyway, running to the noises.
Yeah, Greta will be.
There you go. It's been
Stupid.
renamed Gale Force 1.
That's
Yay.
the point. You don't name these things like not stupid things. That's the point.
You can rename it later if you want, but right now it's named Gale Force 1. Live with it.
Okay, I'll be right back. It looks like food's here.
All right.
I'll try to
so
grab
go,
it and make a bolt back up here.
All right. Yeah.
We got Taco
Greta
Bueno.
will spiral up. So yeah. So Greta's flying. She'll fly up so she can actually see what's going on.
Okay. You see a large wall in this jail here just smashed through. And he's gone.
Is there another like an answering hole in the wall?
Nope, he just jumped the wall.
I'm gonna go through the hole in the wall and jump to the guard. Where'd he go?
You see the 2 guards in there just unconscious.
Yeah, I'll fly up and I'll start doing a loop of the town with my binoculars and see if I can spot him.
I'm gonna
No,
run to the
he's,
guard.
he's gone. He's using the stealth buck.
EFS can roll against stealth bucks.
I think I can't. I can't see invisible units.
Yeah, no, EFS can roll against stealth bucks. I had to do that the last time we did it.
Okay,
Hang on,
what's the
did-
roll?
No, it's. How does it work again? Let me double check it.
I don't know. A better question is how fast is he moving? Because EFS doesn't have that long of a range.
Well, actually, no, hold on. It's a walled settlement, so you'd have to go through a gate or a hole in a
He
wall.
jumped apparently, or he's not in the settlement apparently.
Yeah, I understand that, but he would have either had to go through the gate,
No,
which we
he
can't.
jumped the fence.
How the hell did he jump the fence?
It's Wesker, trust me, he can do it.
God damn it. Okay, so we know who's going to be the recurring villain.
Yes.
You know, I'm really getting the feeling that the guards in this town are extremely incompetent.
I mean, what the fuck were they supposed to do? I don't think we could have killed him.
Oh, Eagle could have. But,
How fast do you think he regenerates?
there's a reason he said take his head off. Because you
Didn't
can't
River-
regenerate that.
I mean, I did tie up his hooves with duct tape.
Didn't
Yeah.
River take his gear? Oh,
I did strip him
Check
and
it.
stuff, but that doesn't really stop him from,
Implanted. It could be
Yeah.
implanted, or he could have,
like I say, I'm reasonably certain he's got cybernetics, so I get the feeling it's a cybernetic one. That being said, James, you never actually did tell me what his gear consisted of when I stripped him of it. I don't need it this second, I'm just saying in general I didn't get it.
What's that? Okay, so how much stuff did you take off him?
I took every single thing from him. I took his clothes, his boots, and his motorcycle.
Okay, so it's a
He was thrown into that. So, sorry.
So it's a pre-war suit with a black leather duster and black sunglasses.
Any unique attributes to them?
The leather duster, if you wear both the duster and the glasses together, they will give you a +10 to your intimidate. If you wear all three, that's a +20. So each one gave you +5 separately, but if you wear all three of them, it's a +20.
Yeah. But you probably wouldn't be able to wear armor with that, though. Just because you need the bonuses, probably.
I imagine the stuff probably has armor weaved into it, but I don't know.
Yes, yes. The pre-war suit, the duster, is a reinforced leather duster, and the pre-war suit is also reinforced.
I mean, I
So
wouldn't mind
what's the DT on that?
The pre-war suit, the DT of that is 15.
Oh, wow, that is a lot.
I don't know, I have
Crap.
10 DT. I think I'm going to be stealing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's like, yeah, holy shit. Never mind. Yeah, you're good.
And 10 DT for the duster. And the sunglasses is a DT of 5.
Hey, and some eye protection.
Considering it was Wesker, I'm really not surprised.
Any weapons or any other items that were on him at the time?
Let's see.
Oh, better question. Any money in his pockets?
Oh, that's a good question. There you go.
Is this pre-war or is this caps?
Caps.
That's a lot of money.
Oh. So he had gone outside then.
And anything else? Any, bobby pins, weapons?
No bobby pins. No bobby pins, but give me a second and I'll tell you what he had. Also, let me just. Okay, you only had 10 rounds for it. But he had a. He had a 5.56mm pistol.
Condition?
It's Wesker. It's 120% with a custom grip and a matched barrel and a
Laser sight?
What was
So
that
it's a
last thing,
custom.
James? I heard match barrel, and what was the last thing?
Custom grip, matched barrel, and a 1.5 times scope. And the sides of the weapon have been filigreed. If anyone knows what that is.
Mm-hmm. Silver, I assume?
Yes.
Sides, Pip, not sides.
The value of the weapon is double what it is. So instead of 350, the value of it is 700.
I mean, I'm not going to use it, but I don't think I'm going to sell it. I'll probably get it to somebody else that'd be more useful.
Okay, so what is the opposed roll for the stealth buck? Or let me...
Well, the first question is it within? Is he in 80 feet of the place, James?
No, he's completely gone.
There's no point in us rolling because
No point.
Okay.
He's
Not
he's long gone.
Ale size. Shit. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for that one.
How did he
Yep,
even
yep.
escape?
Say hello to one of your reoccurring villains.
Well, River, he survived being run through by Omega.
I mean, he also
Something
got
tell-
shot in the leg and he didn't seem to care, so.
Something tells me he's not exactly a normal equine.
This is a reasonable point.
Come on, we'll let Bronco know he took off and then I'll show you where the hotel is.
I'm just kind of glad everyone's not crashing at Greta and Arcane's house.
Oh, come on, really? You stupid ass motherfucker.
Wasn't that stupid?
No, roll 20's being a bitch.
Do you want to make your token?
I've got it. Just give me a second.
You sure? Because I can move it for you if you want.
Okay, yeah, because it's...
Right. Yeah, don't worry, I'll move it for you.
Yeah, okay. Eel's basically going to go down and tell Bronco that Wesker escaped.
Those are reinforced walls. If he can do that, yeah. I doubt we'll be seeing the last of him.
Yeah, probably not. Should have killed him when we had the chance. But you know what they say about hindsight.
Yep. Yeah, I do. Well, not much we can do about that for now, so we'll have scouts out looking for him. Although knowing him and what he's doing, he'll be found when he wants to be found.
Definitely. I don't think sending scouts out for him is a good idea. Any scout that finds him, well, he's likely to find them first, and then you're out of scout.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's just forget about him for now. You all just kick back, relax for the day.
Right. Oh. Frigid hasn't been tearing the town apart while we were gone, has he? Hello?
He just head plants. You ever see a pony just plant his head on the table?
Yes.
Don't ask.
Do you know I
Do
could
you
find
need-
some spray paint around here?
Doesn't look up from his head on the table. Ask the general store. They should have some.
Eagle just sighs. Do you want me to kill him? Because I'll kill him, or at least beat him within an inch of his life.
He lifts his head up from the table just because I. Please don't. I don't want the paperwork.
All right.
The reason why there isn't any murder. It's the paperwork's too much of a hassle.
All right. Well, at least you'll be glad to know we'll be taking him off your hooves when we leave again.
Also, while you're out there, let Misty know that I might be dropping in later to see how she's doing.
Eagle sort of shakes his head. Just, knock. Honestly, she'll probably be glad to see you, and I'm not going to disturb them right now.
Like I said, I'm not gonna do it right now. Let her know that we'll be stopping by later.
I know, Bronco, but Eagle's saying he's not going to go and disturb Misty, Greta, and Arcane at the moment either. He's
Alright,
probably going.
It's alright.
He's going.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, James.
He'll just say, it's alright, I'll do it myself later.
Alright. We'll see you around, Bronco. Come on, River.
Alright.
I'll show you the hotel. Eagle waves a hoof at it. This is the boarding house where Bronco said you could stay. And let's see. Where's my zoom again? I have to. Where? I'm trying to remember.
I think we
The boarding
just
house,
say
guys.
I think we just go if you show them around and let the other people have a turn because I really need to pee.
Yeah, okay, on you go.
I was trying to remember where we said Harmony's house was.
Oh, it's off the left-hand side of the map. Our house is actually on the map.
Oh, right. Oh, Eagle will drop River off at the boarding house and head to Harmony's place.
Yep, I'll just move his token now. You just move yourself to about. Let me just put a little box here. You put yourself in that yellow box there. Right, and that'll take you over to Little Harmony's house.
Eagle steps up and knocks on the door.
Do you say anything?
Not immediately, no.
She goes, just a minute. She opens
Take
the
it.
door. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
No, you first.
He calls back, take your time.
You immediately hear running, opening the door, and you get tackle hugged.
He'll
You need to just not move on that chair, apparently.
No, is that the noise? I thought that was the noise that Eagle was making whenever he gets tackle hugged.
Give me a
Yeah,
agility
it
roll.
got tackled so hard he farted.
No.
Shut up.
I wasn't going that route with it.
Eagle, give me an agility roll. But yes, that did sound like you first started.
I thought he was like groaning, like the hug was that much where he was groaning slightly in pain.
My, very agile. Oh my goodness.
No!
Okay.
You gotta
Okay.
escape!
She goes to tackle hug you and she just bounces off you.
Can I just, with a agility roll of 1, can I just catch her instead before she bounces?
Yes, we'll go
Oh,
with
are you
that.
still in your power armor, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, we'll go with what the eagle said because bouncing off power armor, yeah, that's gonna leave damage.
So he catches her and just grins and goes, "Oh, hello there." And gives her a brief kiss. Did you miss me?
Is your faceplate off?
Helmet's off.
Oh, your helmet's off. You ever been smothered in kisses?
No, but I'm aware of the concept.
You're getting smothered in kisses.
He'll chuckle and carry her inside and shut the door. I'll take that as a yes.
Alright, we're just gonna put box of family friendlies over there.
Gosh dang it.
Yep. That'll be a box of family friendliness right there. And we'll move on.
The hilarious part is we have a box of family friendliness, and yet earlier we were openly discussing beheading a stallion.
Oh,
we're
oh,
cutting off
geez.
that particular head.
Jeez, you guys were talking about beheading? That's what I missed while I was gone? I was only gone for 10 minutes!
That was Eagle's plan for Wesker.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm not even sure you could have gotten his head off.
It's a magical energy sword. It's kind of
Life
like
finds a way.
I
It's
actually haven't started him out yet, so I haven't.
it's a
I suspect Alicorn stats.
Alcorn stats, Mary Sue.
Probably no magic, but you know.
No, the
mean-
next time we see him, he has wings and a horn.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't Wesker like mutate himself out of control in Resident Evil.
That's only
Eventually,
5.
when you finally manage to kill him, but even before that, he is essentially almost impossible to kill.
He has matrix dodges.
He has
Yes.
matrix dodges, he has matrix leaps. He can just jump over buildings if he wanted to.
Yeah, he pulls pretty much all of the agent shit.
He is literally Agent Smith.
Without the taking people over thing.
Like,
Mr.
there was
Anderson.
a point in Resident Evil 5 when you do the mission where you're with Chris and Jill and you go to fight him, and he literally takes his glasses, throws them to Chris, and by the time he realized he's caught the glasses in his hand, he's at him and kicking him across the room and holding on to his glasses.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah,
runs the-
I've seen that.
throws the glasses
I've
to
actually
Chris.
seen that
Chris
point.
catches them, looks at the glasses. By the time in those 2 seconds, he's at Chris. He grabs his glasses and kicks him away, and then puts the glasses back on.
Yeah. He is literally the culmination of Spencer's Wesker program.
He's actually Spencer's child. He's one of his 2 children.
He's not his biological child though.
No, not his biological child, but his genetic child, because they hit him and someone else has Spencer's DNA.
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure they do.
No, he was one of the Wesker children that was essentially abducted when they were young.
Ah, right.
Specifically
There was something along those lines anyway, but anyway.
Well, Eagle's gotta get on.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, I have expected to come back. Yeah, Eagle, you know, Harmony, she's pregnant.
What?
What?
I'm just confused as to the context of that statement.
Well, Bronco's like, yeah, Harmony's been asking about you every day, and I half expected that to be what happened when he went to the house, but nope. Okay.
I didn't quite catch it because I'm...
Nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry.
It's definitely fine.
You mean I can't give the GM ideas?
No.
I mean, you shouldn't. It's a
But
bad
it's-
idea.
Eagle, DM me what you just said earlier because I didn't quite catch it, okay?
Make a luck check.
No, we're not using those fucking rules because D10s are way too bloody random for that.
Just DM me what you said because I couldn't quite catch it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, they're having fun. Misty is just kind of a ball of misery.
She is the sad bone.
She's funging the entirety of this way. Just completely harshing the mallow.
She's
She's killing the vibe.
She's taking up all the room on the couch too.
Also that, yes.
We're gonna
She's
need a
also
bigger couch.
occupying... Yes, well, this is why she's in the couch, not the bed.
And the couch. You shoved
I'm pretty
Misty
sure.
into
I'm
the
pretty
couch?
sure the couch bed is like once it's folded out. I'm pretty sure it's like bowed to the floor. What with having a massive giant pony on it.
An 8'2" tall, 220-pound pony on it.
Excuse me, 8'2"?
She's size 1.
Jeez!
Size 1 is
Yeah.
between 6 to 9 feet.
She's like a
Yes, 'cause I
freaking
think-
warhorse.
I think like most ponies are like 4 feet tall.
Arcane's
Yes.
Arcane's 4'10".
Most ponies are between around 4 to 5 foot in this system.
Arcane is a very
Yeah,
leggy
so-
boy.
And Greta's like 6'10" or something. Maybe like 6'5". But also too, a lot of Misty's bulk is just she's big too, not just height. But yeah, either way, very large pony. Who is like lying on the bed, being awkwardly cuddled by Greta. He's not happy.
she is the grumble verb.
Yes, like there's like she's got Misty's head in her lap and she's like rubbing her head, but above her she's just like
Eagle?
scowling.
Eagle?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Oh boy, what'd you ask in DMs?
But did you know what he asked?
Well, I did. I told James what I had said. They missed. He goes, roll me a 1d100, and then let me do this, James. I'm gonna screenshot this.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
Nope, he rolled giggity.
Ah!
Yeah, of course, that would be the number.
He rolled giggity.
See for yourself. Bottom right.
You should have borrowed condoms from Greta.
Actually, Eagle has condoms. He has a bunch of them. He took them from the Cave of Love.
But
Oh right!
only gonna give it on the giggity. I'm only gonna give it on the giggity. He rolled the giggity.
This is what you get for not using protection. Huh?
No, he used protection. They were just old.
Oh dear.
It
Yeah,
was
you
fine.
should have borrowed
Powered the condom.
You should have
Power overwhelming.
It's
this-
over 9,000.
This is taking a while to load for me.
Yeah, just open up in your browser. It'll load a lot faster.
Yeah, I think Discord's being a little laggy.
Oh dear, yeah, I see. Well, okay then. I mean, to be fair, if Frigid's coming along, his wife and kid will be coming along, so we can have Little Harmony can come too.
I'm not so sure this is a great idea, but let's
I think it would be better if we left the NPCs back in town. I mean, we've got the Vertibuck now.
We have fast travel.
I mean, isn't Frigid's wife staying in the town to be the town's doctor?
I
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
know. That would be up to Frigid when he gets back.
But yes, Frigid's wife is the town's doctor.
And the mayor.
Oh my
She's
god,
the
I
mayor.
forgot about that.
Wait, she's actually the mayor?
We
Well,
all
there's
agreed
talk
on
of
that.
Well, there was talk of that. It hasn't actually been confirmed yet.
Oh no, poor Frigid.
Also, out of character, the reason why Bronco did the head flat is because Frigid's kind of been acting like the mayor.
Of course.
I'm just that cannot possibly have gone well.
Why do you think
I
he
mean-
head planted the table?
I mean, when Nutmeg killed the mayor, the first person she told that the mayor's dead to is Frigid. And the first thing he said was, "Sweet, I'm the mayor now."
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
that-
Bad River.
Yeah, okay. We're flying around in a hot pink Vertibuck.
No. Bad. We don't want them to see us coming from 5 miles away.
I mean,
In
I'm just
fairness,
like,
what I was actually thinking is we're probably going to need to make sure we have it be a unique color that people would recognize. So I was thinking, because it's grey, we just get white paint and just kind of spray a kind of zigzag pattern across. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. And then we just spray out the roundo sombrero.
I mean, if you do hot enough pink, the Enclave won't be able to look at the Vertibuck, so it'll be perfectly stealthy.
It'll be so garish they don't want to look at it.
It just burns their eyes.
My eyes. How's that surveillance coming, Private? My eyes.
They can't pinpoint it. They just have to track it by the string of burned out cameras.
Right, let me just.
Well,
do
sir,
some
we're not
calculations
sure
here.
if it was an attack by some sort of sun elemental or the Vertibuck.
So that's right. So that's
Actually, honestly, considering Umbrella's habits and therefore Sombrella's habits, this thing might be a stealth Vertibuck.
okay.
My thinking is going with a camo pattern similar to this, the sort of dazzle almost, on the pure basis of it makes it unique and easy to identify,
so
because we don't really want to get shot if we can avoid that.
It's 10, so that's that.
Yeah, I'm not able to. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'm not really able to.
Plus that.
Let me try the
Almost.
browser. Oh,
That.
Hmm.
Plus. And plus.
I am open to ideas, however, on what we're going to do with it, because there's literally every fucking color on the rainbow in there, so we have lots of freedom to, make it happen.
So, I think we can call it here because this is a pretty good ending point to stop. I have your XP calculated up if you want it.
I like how you say if you want it.
I mean, we've only been waiting like fucking over like 2 months at this rate.
Okay.
This is the part where we only get like 1,000 XP.
5. We just get
No.
5
No.
XP.
If that's what happened, I would smuggle myself to England to murder James.
He's in Ireland.
Wherever the fuck he is.
It's in
keep-
Northern Ireland. But okay.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna be at the front line of a war zone soon.
With Yon, the tyrant, the zombies, the dogs, the snake, the spider, and the hunters, and some pretty good roleplay from everyone's, your XP is. I will type it out so it doesn't get.
Garbled.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Damn.
Holy freaking crap! That's like almost half of my XP.
There's your XP for the set. There's your XP.
17.
I mean, how many of the bosses did we
39.
talk
Because
instead of
we are
kill?
like, I know, right? We were like the friggin' pacifist run. We didn't even kill Wesker.
Guys,
Not for lack of trying.
guys,
Oh,
Yeah,
Guys,
we
we-
were not.
we just dinged twice.
Yep.
oh, nice.
And besides, we were not going unless Eagle was legit planning before River Breeze dragged him out of there. Eagle was legit just gonna kill his ass.
It was.
That was my
3,000.
plan. That
Oh my
was my
God.
full intention. Once we finished talking Omega down, is Eagle's gonna walk over and take his head off with the sword.
Oof.
That's not unreasonable. River's logic was, well, he might have something interesting to tell us, so let's snatch his ass, beat it out of him, and then I don't care what happens.
Yeah,
Well,
I would have.
here's your XP, right?
Right.
Yon was 3,000 for pacifying him. Omega, the tyrant, was also 3,000. The spider that you chased away, that was 1,800. The 2 hunters were 800 each. The 1 dog you killed, that was 600, and it was 400 for each zombie, and you killed 10 of them.
But the true reward is the painting we got.
Also, I threw in some extra XP for RP.
So, because I've hit level 9, but it would have been level 8, I can fly just as fast as the Verabug myself. anyway.
Nice.
Nice. Are you going up to flight rank 4?
Fuck yeah, of course I am.
Hey, guess
okay,
what?
we'll get-
Hey guys, guess what?
Bus. What?
I got cybernetic surgeon.
Oh, thank God you could get this beeping out of her leg.
And maybe you can retune Frigid's brain to make him less annoying.
Ooh. Yeah, the main thing is I have to decide what I want at level 9.
Well, I'll let you guys figure that out. I'm gonna shoot a DM to Frigid saying that he can come back in on next week's session.
Oh, hey, so Sir Bigginsworth is dinged 3 times, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
I'll let you deal with leveling him up, okay?
I have no idea how to level up a monster.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't let me near it. Do not let me near that monster. Under any circumstance. I can make him a freaking alicorn at level 2.
I'll let you do it, but I want to see every change. Power.
I was just saying that jokingly. I'm actually like stupid busy.
Points.
I could take extreme tolerance or I could go personal touch. Personal touch is actually pretty darn good.
I need
Yeah, it
ideas
is.
for what we're gonna do to paint up the Verabug, because that's what River's gonna do while you're all resting. Is gonna paint up the.
Oh yeah, so once Misty goes to sleep, Greta will drag Arcane into the bedroom.
Gosh dang it. She needs emotional support.
She's unconscious. Dude, see, Arcade has a girlfriend who really does need snuggles and snoozing.
That's why cuddle piles exist.
Monogamous snuggles.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, there's no funny business. They just go to sleep. Unless Arcane tries really hard.
No, it's fine. He's just gonna be more concerned that, well, Misty's just straight up conked out, and she's sad.
Yeah.
Misty's not sad. Misty's having an emotional breakdown.
Currently, she is unconscious, having her breakdown. So.
Oh,
Nice to see you're such a loving and caring person.
She's been awake for 24 fucking hours. She's just, yeah. Greta is not. She's very frazzled at this point.
I'm tempted to take Extreme Tolerance at level 9, because then I get the I get the 20% to poison and rad resist, and then also I get a plus 5% DR. Which is not that bad if you start DR stacking, because I can hit like an effective 20% DR.
DR is the best thing. You should be DR stacking.
Well, because I could do that, because I could do... Actually, I could theoretically hit 25% DR in light armor, if I wanted to. Because you put DR on the undersuit, which would be the Tinker's coat, put it on the leather armor, put it on the duster, then get a cloak and put it on the cloak.
Yeah.
That would cost. That would cost. Yeah, that would cost me no more than 600 caps to get 20% DR.
Yeah, Greta might start working on having you, to have you upgrade her armor too.
Okay. Or I could try to go, or I could go Polyglottism, but I'd have to take another point of charisma to take it.
Wesker's. I'm gonna look so fucking edgy whilst wearing Wesker's clothes. They're not even gonna fucking fit either.
I can just refit them for you if you need me to.
You're gonna have to. They're gonna be too big. It's gonna be like a child wearing their dad's clothes.
Oh, is she small frame?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, personal touch isn't a bad one to take. Like, if you don't have anything else to take. I mean, it's just straight up 1d10 damage when using modded weapons. If you're playing the game right, you're using modded weapons. Or
so I'll let you guys work all that stuff out, okay?
Yeah. Or I could get Gears of Harmony rank 2. Which is...
And I have now taken one rank of move like water.
Oh boy. Oh boy,
Means now everything gets automatically -5 to hit me.
-5 to hit you and -10 to crit.
Exactly.
That was...
Misty can take living anatomy.
Yeah, I'll keep
so
the...
I'm gonna one up you here, Eagle.
What you got?
I got flight rank 3. So that means that if I'm in flight, and as long as the enemy's not quote unquote dogfighting with you, everybody has a -20 to hit.
Very nice. So that's 45.
Greta now has almost 50% barter, so that's good.
5.
I don't know what I want to take. I could even just simply take the ability that lets me tag I can just straight up tag a weapon skill if I wanted to.
I think I've already pre-thought out all the perks I'm gonna take.
You can also get tagged at level 9.
There's ministry training, which is probably going to be better to take. It lets you tag a weapon skill. So then that allows tag to remain open. The thing is I know probably my best build is actually my Whitekeep version of Arcane.
Well, tag is a level 9 skill.
Yeah, I know, we're level 9. No, the way I had things built out, I didn't take Barding Monger until level 11. Because I could take it as a bonus. And that one's only a 1 rank perk. I mean, I know at level 14 I'm going to take, what perk was it called? What perk was I going to take? Actually, I could take rank 2 of Gears of Harmony at level 11, and that would actually allow me to fix the build. The main catch is that level 9 perk, because that would either be personal touch or it would be extreme tolerance, because I would have a straight up like 30% chance to resist poison. And I'd have 5% DR.
Okay, I now have basically free night vision and another 1d10 damage on all my guns.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I'll talk to you guys
Alright.
later.
Okay. I was not expecting that amount of XP. I will be dead serious.
Well, I mean, think about it. It's been like 2 months minimum
True.
since we got EXP.
True. Let me see how I built my level 16 version of Arcane. Oh,
Do we have
right.
anybody with
Go ahead.
is academics and lore one of Arcane's skills?
Which skills?
Academics and lore.
Oh, yes. I am taking Academics and Lore because I'm going to pick up Ministry values at level 11, at level 10 and level 11.
Okay.
Because Academics and Lore is a freaking joke if you have it Ministry values rank 2 of Ministry of Arcane Science. Because it lets you roll Academics and Lore in replacement of any other skill for knowledge.
Right. Hacking and let's see, Arcane's what? Repair and mechanics, academics and lore, and hacking and matrix tech, right?
Yeah, repair and mechanics, academics and lore, hacking and matrix tech. He's a straight up support character.
Right.
It's just a lot of my stuff.
I'm just considering.
Because I have 10 plus 20 plus 5 plus 10.
Right.
That's
Well,
40
I'm just considering because I've still got 19
skill points.
yeah, to play around with.
You could do sneak if you wanted to go
Okay.
the sneak route.
Yeah, that would raise sneak up to 30.
Yeah, like I have 28
I
to sneak right now.
I have because you get an automatic penalty to sneak from my
Power armor.
Steel Ranger background.
Oh, you get a penalty to
No.
sneak from your background. Okay.
Yeah, from being the knight background, it's a penalty to sneak and firearms and a bonus to battle saddles.
But you don't use battle saddles though. You use melee.
No, but that's the thing. That's the power armor thing. Because usually ponies use battle saddles with power armor.
Oh yeah, that's understandable as part of it. I think also you get what? You get the power armor training?
Yeah, I get basic power armor training.
Cool.
Which now because my level 8 perk was advanced power armor training. But because I have that harness that James so helpfully pointed out existed.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea those were.
Oh, it's under the armor. Like it has its own
What?
dedicated section. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of harnesses.
Oh yeah, yeah. The one that James pointed out it is literally the most basic of them, but it's still a fucking amazing thing
Oh right.
because it doubles the power armor's DT.
Oh,
And-
that's pretty good.
And let me pull it up. Let me see here.
Right. Also,
It doubles the DT of any power armor if no additional equipment is worn. Plus 5% all resistances.
yeah.
Increases power armor training by 1 rank if you have basic or advanced.
Yeah.
And So, and it has 1 DT of its own. So I now have 49 DT. My resistances are defenses. I have 35 to all elemental resistances.
That's pretty good.
And
if you had basic power armor training, you get advanced, and if you had advanced, you now have expert.
yes, I now have advanced, so I effectively have expert, which is just, it's a little odd to me that expert is just an additional 1 perception, but whatever.
Yeah, by the way,
It's still awesome, considering that perception was very much one of my stats.
yeah.
And it's now, actually, let me check. Perception is now my highest core stat.
Oh, right. There was, Hey, James, have you read the new expansion yet?
The advanced magics.
Yeah.
I just got it. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can now get staves. We can make matrix staves now. And we can make, it tells you how exactly to make a spell matrix the whole 9 yards. And,
okay.
And me being the game-breaking idiot that I am, I figured out how to make a Spartan laser. Just combine Changeling Energy Blast and get a really, really high strain ammo. Also, what's interesting is Sparkle breeders can create their own strain. And probably, what is it? Conjure Ammo is probably one of the really silly ones. Though one of my favorites probably is Create Room.
Create room?
Yeah, Create Room. You conjure a door to a room in another space where one may chill but not heal.
So, Dimension Door. No,
yeah.
No, not Dimension Door. What's that? What's the bard one where you can actually create a room in space?
Magnificent Mansion, I think?
Oh, it might have been
yes, that one.
I figured out how to get around the situation of the house. We just make the pocket dimension a house. The main catch is we can't heal. But also, Gate is also a pretty cool one. Because, Gate is literally fast travel. No joke. Gate is fast travel.
Yeah.
What is it, James? Ah, crud. Ah, crud. I have like 1,200. Oh, no. Oh, no. There goes my internet connection. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and cut the recording here, considering it's about 5 minutes till the end of the hour. Have a good one, everyone.